complex, and yeah, we got our claws out. It is ready. We are ready to get the kit reveals for Cersei. Ikaris live from the Strike Time episode. Are they gonna kill the Eternals? Are the Eternals gonna kill the Infinity Watch meta that we have going on right now? Before we get to all that though, guys, it's time to pay some bills, and let's check out the sponsor of this video. So before we move on with the rest of this video, wait, what is that? It's zombies. The zombie apocalypse is coming! But now, thanks to the sponsor of this video, you can take down the dirty zombies in the free-to-play zombie survival RPG, Undead World, Hero Survival, and if you want to check it out right now, use the link in the description. You can collect and level up heroes from 6 different factions, fight hordes of zombies, dominate your rivals, build strategic formations, and smash your opponents in the arena. You'll also battle your way through campaign mode, ride along the Zombie Express, see how many floors you can climb in the skyscraper, and figure out the puzzles of Midtown. All right, we're almost done with these Midtown zombies. There it is, there's the victory. And now we gotta choose our reward. I think I want to recover some HP every time an enemy dies. Yes, let's choose this one so we move on to the next stage. There's so much to do in Undead World Hero Survival, and you could even earn rewards while you're away. And it's a really awesome time to start playing Undead World right now because new players get 1,000 diamonds for free, and it gets even better because if you use my link in the description and enter the code VALLEY, you can get an additional 500 diamonds in your account. Really nice head start. So what are you waiting for? Download Undead World right now, and let's go smash some... Yes, let's smash some zombies, ladies and gentlemen. Dave is here. Moses is here. Let's go watch the Strike Time episode right now, live. Or we're going to react to it live. Here we go. All right, the Strike Time episode, and... let's watch this. All right. So Thunderbolts in the back. Thunderbolts. Your community manager. More Eternals. Strike Time. We got a Thunderbolt right there. We got a Thunderbolt right there. I do want to highlight something that happened last week over on MarvelStrikeForce.com. If you haven't seen it yet, go check out last Friday's weekly development blog. Okay, Dark Dimension 5. We talked about this last week. Kimro, what is up? Oh, yeah. Muscles and the blades. The adamantium blades. Waiting for more info of Dark Dimension 4. Moses, you mean Dark Dimension 5 or 4? All right, here we go. Let's talk about Cersei and Ikaris, the kit reveal. It is on the website right now, but let's see if we get any developments, new developments. This is going to be a good one today. Lots of good information. Oh, look at them in the background. Cersei and Ikaris in the background of him.
Hey, thank you for having me. Glad to be back.
And you've been pretty busy lately. You just did another interview last week.
Yeah, I had a chance to talk to Romanix about Dormammu.
Yeah, definitely go check
Remanix. Yes, did you guys see the Remanix video?
Another big
Doctor Strange rework, is that incoming?
History has taught me anything, even from this year alone.
And yes, there was a tweet. There was a tweet, guys.
Right?
That's right.
Oh, we will be looking at that tweet
from the Eternals
with some info. Potentially Gambit. Gambit, is Gambit coming?
We're kind of getting into some new territory for Marvel fans out there. Who are the Eternals?
That's a long story. They've been in the comics for a while now. In Marvel Comics, there were ancient entities called the Celestials. And they came to Earth 1 million or more years ago in the first host. And when they were there,
what is up, Ralph? Nature boy.
Humans that they found. And from those, they created the
Dave,
Eternals,
not a fan of.
And they created the Deviants.
Cerebro.
The Deviants are more or less failed experiments. They become beast-like.
Uploaded your right as magic.
DNA. They're prone to extreme mutation.
All right, let's see the kits.
And the Eternals were there, tasked to keep the deviants in line, and otherwise they would rapidly multiply and take over everything.
Yeah, it's that's kind of weird to try and put like 1 million years
Look at that.
2 sentences, but I think you did a good job. I was also reading up a lot on the Eternals to prepare.
Gamro Feb. Ooh, do we have some rumors in the house? I love it.
I'm gonna go out on a limb here and assume we didn't make 100 for this release, right?
That is true. We picked a duo that we thought would be a great representation of the Eternals and would also fit what we were going for the game.
So woo, yeah. This is like Space Mountain. The predictions are right.
Flipping a coin here. I think I'll go ahead and play the ladies first card. And
these predictions. They were correct.
So,
All right, Cersei's kit. Let's go check it out.
History in the comics as
Nice
well.
game model.
She has superhuman abilities, including strength, portal, like most
Hero
of the,
Cosmic
like all of the
Mystic
Eternals.
Controller.
And her main power
Eternal
is her
and
ability
Defiant.
to manipulate and transmute things that she comes into
All
contact with. So we leaned into creating her as a controller for the duo.
Controller.
All right, cool. Let's dive into this master transmuter.
What is up, Marshy, Ralph? Everyone's here. Alex is here.
Sure.
Nature boy,
when
looking
she
like
spawns
that
into a
space
mission,
mountain.
if she starts
All right,
at
here we
full
go. We got to see this.
health, Then she gains a one-time full negative effect clear, debuff clear, and a big heal for herself if her health drops below 40%.
Okay, so she
also,
gets the
when
heal.
she starts a battle, she's going to give herself and Ikaris a couple defense ups, 2 turns of defense up.
Okay.
And then if it's in Arena or Dark Dimension, she's going to give that 2 turns of defense up to all of her allies. And then on her turn, as long as she's not stunned, she's going to give herself 2 defense up and a turn of speed up.
Nice.
And then also she's going to pick one random enemy that has death proof, and she's going to try to clear the death proof off that enemy, and then give herself and any other.
What does it mean? Try to clear it off.
Just Ikaris, +1 death proof, and then also on her turn, she's
My
going to heal
goodness.
herself for a little bit. And then finally, she gives some extra health.
Crazy
and some extra
passive.
focus to herself and Ikaris. And in Arena,
What the heck?
Dimension, she gives some extra damage to herself and Ikaris.
It's like reading a novel.
There, some things that I want to kind of drill into a little bit more. The part where she can essentially steal death proof and spread that to her allies. I think it's the first character that can do that on a single ability. Am I right about that?
Yes. Cersei is the first character that will do that with death proof.
Okay.
She's going to basically find somebody that has it, try to take it off them, and then give it to herself and to her ally Ikaris. But it's not the first time we've used a mechanic like this. Strife has something similar to this on his basic, where if he attacks a character that has taunt, then he tries to take their taunt from them.
M1, you're right. Power creep is real. The power creep is in the house, ladies and gentlemen.
Mr. Sinister. So not quite the same, but basically runs in the same family of abilities.
So on her passive, it also calls out that she has the ability to clear debuffs. Since trauma is still kind of a new effect in the game, I just want to be clear, will trauma prevent her clearing the debuffs off of herself with her passive?
Yeah, so if she has trauma and her turn comes up, any of her abilities that would normally clear a debuff, that won't go away.
And then finally, it
Omega
says
Red and Dormammu.
Allies, plural. I'm going to assume that's going to account for any clones that are created of Ikaris, right?
That's just us covering our bases for anytime anybody gets cloned, or for instance, in a mission or Dark Dimension sometime later, if the missions teams decides to put a couple Ikarises or a couple Cerseis into a battle, then it would hit all of those.
Oh, I didn't even think about that. Okay, yeah, great. Nice future proofing there. All right, how about we move on to her ultimate ability, please?
Oh my goodness.
Sure.
That was just the passive.
By clearing debuffs from herself and her
She
allies.
feels trauma.
If the battle's Arena or Dark Dimension, she's going to flip instead of just clearing them, which is a nice thing. Then when she
Cleared
does
3.
attack, it's a huge attack all, and if Ikaris is an ally, she's going to reduce the speed bar of all the enemies at the same time as well.
Oh my goodness.
She's then just going to give herself and Ikaris some speed up and regens. And if the battle is an arena, she's going to generate energy for herself. And Ikaris, she's going to give herself 2 energy. She's going to give Ikaris 2 energy. And then she applies taunt to the slowest enemy support.
Oh my
Okay,
goodness.
so even more callouts to Ikaris there. But what I want to zero in on is the part where it's
crazy.
To attack the enemy support with the lowest speed. That seems
who is that?
rather specific. Is that an intentional decision
Valleyflyin?
rather than just blanket an enemy support or enemy support with the highest speed?
Well, so as we're balancing characters, we do have certain goals that we've set out for them.
It's a nice animation.
Achieve. Sometimes that's specific against a team or certain characters that we want to either enhance or eliminate. So for Cersei, targeting the lowest speed enemy support in Arena, it just helps Ikaris and Cersei hit the goals that we were really shooting for them.
Dead Valleyflyin.
All right, let's keep this train going because we still got a lot to get to. How about her special ability?
Her special ability starts out by applying stun to her primary target, and then she's going to call 2
Recharge
allies
cooldown
to
and
attack
stun.
the target, and then she ends her special by applying
Oh
barriers
wait,
to
no,
herself
that's
and
5
Ikaris,
there.
and in
I
Arena, she's
missed
gonna
that.
apply
Okay,
barrier
never mind.
to all of her allies.
Okay, to be clear on barrier, there's a max that you can give a character, and I think it is that 30% max health, right? In case people out there don't know how much barrier you can have.
So, yes. So for each character, based on their health,
It is
their
nice.
barrier can only be up to 30% of their health. So for a character like Cersei, who has a really high health, that 30% is not only going to fill up her full barrier, but is going to fill up everybody else's.
And finally, Cersei's basic ability.
For her basic, she's going to copy a couple buffs from the primary target, and then she's going to hit that primary target for a decent amount of damage. If Ikaris is an ally, then she's going to flip a couple of the buffs on the primary debuffs. And then she's going to call on Ikaris to assist, so that he will assist pretty much as long as he's there. He's going to come to help her on her basic. Now, if she's fighting
more stuff.
Dark Dimension,
that's a basic.
Copy all the buffs on the primary target to herself. And if Ikaris is an ally in Dark Dimension or Arena, she's going to flip all the buffs.
Bye, Infinity Watch. So, we got 2 new characters here.
Question.
They're ruining you.
Her basic ability, if
jeez, the slick animations.
The opponent, would she still copy?
What is this?
Yeah, the way we've set up the abilities for her is she's going to do that copy first before she does the attack, to make sure that she always gets those buffs off the primary before she tries to kill
jeez.
Oh, cool, great. All right, let's move on to the second half of this duo.
Jeez, who's more powerful, Omega Red or Cersei? How is she going to be released? My goodness.
So Ikaris is a blaster. He is a heavy damage dealer. He's also very, very healthy.
This is insane.
And he's got pretty decent focus and resistance. Just
more mystic characters though. Where's our tech help?
Start with the passive ability.
Sure. Just like Cersei, Ikaris has a number of shared abilities. So if he starts a match with full health, then he, at 40% health after he's taken some damage, then he gets a one-time full debuff clear, and he will heal himself up. He's also gaining defense up and speed up on his turn, and he's doing the same action with death proof.
Jeez,
so on his
all allies in arena.
He's going to pick an enemy that
offense
has
up,
proof,
starting turns on spawn.
He's going to give himself and Cersei death proof. What is unique about Ikaris is that on his spawn, he's going to give himself and Cersei offense up for 2 turns, and in Arena and Dark Dimension, the offense up goes to all of his allies. Then on his turn, if he's not stunned, he's going to clear ability block and 1 random debuff from himself, from Cersei, and from a random ally. And then on turn, he's always going to heal himself for 15%.
That's the Adam Warlock.
Himself and Cersei some extra armor, some extra resistance, and in Arena and Dark Dimension, he gives an extra 25% damage to himself and Cersei.
I think it might have been easier to just ask what he doesn't do.
Yeah.
All right.
My goodness.
To summarize his passive, it's basically you want to pair him with Cersei and you want to put them in Arena or Dark Dimension. Like that's kind of the high level, right?
That's their happy place, yes.
Yeah, I guess this is the Dark Dimension characters.
Let's move
what
on
is
to his ultimate ability, please? And I think there's a little less text this time.
Just a little bit. For his ultimate, he's going to attack all. He's going to do a really big attack all.
I can repeat this attack?
In that attack,
what?
He's going to do it again. Now, if Cersei is an ally, he's going to flip all the buffs
what the heck?
to debuffs before he attacks.
What the heck?
And he's going to hit, but he also is adding a little bit of piercing to it from Cersei. And he's going to reduce the speed bar of all enemies. And then again, if he kills anybody, he does that attack again. Now the second attack with Cersei is just the damage and piercing attack. It doesn't reduce the speed bar a second time.
5-turn cooldown though, but damn, that's available on turn 1.
So when it says repeat this attack, is it just once, or would it repeat again if you happen to knock out another character with that attack?
Good question.
No, it's just the one-time attack. So if
usually with passives, it's once.
It'll attack one other time.
Okay, thanks for clarifying. All right, we're making some great progress here. His special ability, can you give us a rundown on that?
These are novels.
Is a big AoE attack.
Sean, these are novels.
Hardest and clear all the enemy's death proofs and hit all adjacent enemies a little bit less hard. Now, if any of those targets block the attack, then he gains a bonus attack, up to 2 bonus attacks. With the attack over, he gives himself and Cersei some death proof, and then he calls on Cersei and one other ally to assist.
Okay, let's round things out. Ikaris's basic attack, please.
All right, on his basic, he's going to do a single target piercing attack. He's going to hit his primary target for piercing damage. And if Cersei's an ally, he's going to get bonus attacks for that. Now, if Cersei is there, then depending on her health, he's going to give her a couple buffs. So if her health is good, if it's above 50%, he's going to give her offense up. And
that's a basic. It keeps going. It keeps going.
Okay, so this is definitely an extremely strong duo. In testing, what are you finding are the ISO 8 classes that you are gravitating toward?
For Ikaris, we've been playing
Striker
him
and
with
striker,
either
yeah.
or skirmisher generally, kind of depending on what team you put him onto. He hits really hard, and so that striker is a great boost to damage if he has someone feeding him vulnerables that he can then strike off of. If I add him to a team that has a whole bunch of good strikers already, then he makes a good skirmisher. For Cersei, I like to play her either as a fortifier or a healer. She has a ton of health, so if she's a healer, the regen she applies on her turn feel really good when they go off. And as a fortifier, if I need her to keep herself healthier, then she's got high ability. Some folks
there's that 30%
player as a skirmisher.
There's that 30% cap though for that
really high focus, and so that
fortifier,
helps, and that really helps clear enough buffs from enemies on the ISO attack.
I'm glad to hear that about fortifier. I always like to hear when we have new characters that can make use of that one. I find in my roster, fortifier is probably the class that I usually tend to use the least. So that's exciting to hear that she can make use of fortifier.
Yeah, she should be really good in that position.
So obviously there's a number of callouts to Arena specifically in their kit.
All right, this could be important.
Right now we have Infinity Watch that is really kind of tending to dominate that area of the game. Are these Eternals going to be able to give the IW a run for their money?
Absolutely. Ikaris and Cersei together in Arena are meant to shake up the status quo there.
So there are also callouts to Dark Dimension, and as we mentioned last week, Dark Dimension 5 is on the horizon. Are we expecting that these characters are going to have some value there?
Yes, they should be a really strong duo for any Dark Dimension team. The Dark Dimension callouts make them really great for anyone pushing their way through Dark Dimensions 1 through 4, and you will definitely want them in Dark Dimension 5.
You want them in 5.
Before, there are 100 Eternals in the Marvel canon. Are we expecting to see more in the near future?
Ooh, I like these questions from Cerebro today.
Characters to be a duo, to really work well together and to be stand alone as a couple. Yeah. But there are lots of Eternals to expand to if we decide to go forward for a full team later. But right now,
I guess that's 5.
As a duo.
And then finally,
5 is gone.
When are we expecting that players can get their hands on these new Eternals?
Next update.
They will both be unlocked sometime in our next release, version 5.8.
Sometime in the update.
All right, can't wait. All right, Todd.
What a surprise!
Thank you so much for stopping by and giving us the breakdown on these characters. And a reminder for the audience out there: if you haven't seen his interview with Reminax about,
you pronounced it right.
Check that one out. Thanks for coming, Todd.
Thank you.
All right, so that is it for Strike Time. Let's go to the blog post here, see if there's any additional information. I don't know. That was pretty long, but my goodness, I think I like what this might do to Arena. They're giving teams of 2 in Arena. All right, it was like Grand Tournament is delayed. Maybe that is the why this other one. So the other 3 are delayed. All right, so I guess the other 3 are delayed. Remanix, yes. Cerebro didn't think of these questions. They're good questions, though. I did like this. I like this. What this could do to Arena. I saw a post on Reddit today complaining about it's so boring fighting Infinity Watch. Before that, it was a nice little hybrid ship, but before that, it was Black Order versus Black Order all the time. This could have a nice impact on giving some more variety in Arena. So. All right. Oh, the end at the end with a rogue hint. All right. Let's go back here. See if there's a rogue hint in this, because there was a little Gambit hint earlier.
Spotlight, and geez, I'm just blown away at all of the creativity that we're going to highlight today. First, I want to highlight a direct message.
All right. Where's the rogue hint? Is it?
I don't know if I'm allowed to say this name. XXX Batman. XX of us are actually.
Where's the rogue hint?
And speaking of Weapon X, Dorkside Fitness over on Instagram shared this killer Weapon X costume.
That's a nice Weapon X costume.
And I'm gonna have to make a formal request of the Discord moderators to make this an emoji 5 visiting of the development team safe Halloween person as one of.
Okay, here we go.
Hot. And I'm gonna have to make a formal request of the Discord moderators to make this an emoji.
Okay, let's see what he says.
I want it. Artist Viz Loki is back with
Okay.
a rendition of an actual Marvel comic panel where Vision looks to be taking off a jacket.
Coming up
or
right
a
after
suit.
this.
They say that art is supposed to make you feel something, and if that's true, Viz Loki does have me pondering a few different emotions when checking out his artwork. And finally, this painting of Rogue by Cywolf Z shows Anna Marie either about to relax after a hard day or is about to sap some strength from the first person. As one of the most requested characters to be added to Marvel Strike Force, I've been talking with the development team about this like all the time, and I'm pushing really hard to get her in the game. In fact, hey Todd, come back here. Come help me out, buddy. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Have a happy and safe Halloween.
Was that a hint? I don't know. Let's see. Well, let's look at this one from early on Twitter. We can check this out. This says the January 1992 issue of X-Men marked the introduction of Omega Red's carbonated coils. Who else has found a use for the rare material? Now, I know Doc Ock, Moon Knight, Deadpool, but we see Gambit on this cover here. Is that a hint? Is that a hint for Gambit? I don't remember him using carbonadium, but you guys know the comics more than I do. So let me know in the chat. I don't know what was combined with this and the Rogue. Is that a hint? I'm hearing in chat earlier in February. But I like this. I like what this could potentially do to Arena. 2 characters. We could choose the other 3. Hopefully that gives a diverse Arena. All right, Doctor Strange rework. Oh, Doctor Strange. Cerebro had a Doctor Strange costume on for Halloween. Is that another hint? Gambit Rogue in February again. Grand Tournament delayed. I guess that's why the 5-person Eternal team got delayed as well. All right, let's see if there's any new information about the Omega Red event coming up this week. But yeah, their kits look insane. We'll have to see what the release method is for these characters. But my goodness, you're going to want to get these characters. This is going to be the Arena team, and Arena teams, in my opinion, are always the most important teams in the game because they give you the power cores and those Arena credits. All right, Omega Red unfurling his tentacles for the first run of his mythic legendary event, Red Death, your first chance to recruit the legendary leader of Weapon X. Team begins on November 1st. So November 1st, that makes sense. The data mine or the in-game message said November 2nd. So November 1st makes more sense. That is a Monday. Normally these legendary events have been starting on Monday. You need to make a maximum with these teams. So we got one less day than expected. All right, we got all these starts. This is nothing new here. After completing tier 5, 6. Yeah, so there's a little bit of what is that? The no requirements for those. Okay, so after completing this, you get 7 and 8. So like some of the other events, tier 6. Normally, no requirements, and then you could get some, I think they've had mega orbs or some gold in the past, but yeah. 5 stars, all of these characters. Gear tier 12 for the level 5 unlock. Gear tier 13 for the 6-star unlock, and gear tier 14 for the 7-star unlock. You also need ISO 8, class level 3, green for the 5-star unlock. 4 for the 6-star unlock, and 5 for the 7-star unlock. All right, character availability. Bolster your Shadowland. Here's for hire. All right, this is who's going to be on those nodes. We're wondering with these. All right, pouncing into the Blitz store is White Tiger. All right, so the Blitz store. All right, so out of the orb, then heading to the Blitz orb exclusive are Misty Knight shards. All right, so that is why they were selling her shards for those $50 for 5, or 50 shards for $5. So maybe she's not going to the Doom chapter. Who is coming to the Doom chapter though? The next Doom chapter 4. That is coming in the next update. The next update looks to be coming next week sometime. After rounding the updates, Cloak's Red Star promotions. All right, so Misty Knight Pharma. That's not that exciting, but White Tiger, if you don't have our 7 stars, that's a good character to get. Upcoming blitzes. Who are the blitzes? We have She-Hulk. And the Minerva. Minerva is pretty good. If you don't have Minerva at 7 stars, it's not a great character. Got kind of been power creep, but still a character that I use every day in the tech section at Doom. So even at late game, still usable. But yeah, definitely fell off. And if you're an early game player, she was one of the best in Dark Dimension 2. So decent blitz coming up. Bonus and flash events. Of course, we have that Omega Red Mythic Legendary event. Secret Avengers. There should be some double drops coming. It looks like the 31st is a double drop, and then another one on the 2nd. So yeah, we usually get 2. One before the event and one after that. So save up your currency on Halloween, guys. Ability materials, we have Block Party coming back, so that's good. And then Back to Boot Camp is coming back, I believe, the following week. So we're gonna get a double drop this week. So that is it. Some crazy characters, guys. What do you think is gonna be the release method for this? All right, what do you think is gonna be the release method for Cersei, Ikaris? These are characters you're probably going to want to get. I think it's worth it to push on these arena characters just for the power cores that you may get. So, great characters. What is up, Greg? What is up, D? Power crept like 80% of the rest. Yeah, eventually they're going to all get power crept, right? These Eternals are going to get power crept as well later on. All right, so yes. The rumors right now. Gambit Rogue in February. Let me know if that excites you. Strike Pass. Oh, man. That is horrible. Strike Pass. That's a dirty release method. I hope they don't do us dirty like that. I hope they don't release them like Cloak and Dagger. That would be horrible. But that may be what we get. All right, guys. Thank you for stopping by the stream. Check out the sponsor of this video. Let me know your thoughts on Cersei, Ikaris, what this could do to Arena. It could be a positive thing, guys. It could be a positive thing. Subscribe to the channel, ring that bell, join that notification squad. Thank you for everyone watching. Let's give some shout outs before we go. How excited were you for more characters we didn't ask for? But I think they have to, just because they're the Marvel characters associated with this. They had to do something. RTA pass, that wouldn't be the worst, especially if the RTA pass, I mean, yeah, that would be the same as Strike Pass. But if the RTA pass this season has those teal gear, that would be pretty good. Can't even get Sharon. She hasn't appeared in my store once. She appeared in my store once. She appeared once. This morning, actually, on stream for me. We want the little buddies. They're actually home from school, but yeah, we'll get them on maybe the weekend. Rock on, Valley. We'll post some Halloween pictures on Instagram, so check me out on social media. And like I said, ring that bell, guys. I'll see you guys next time. Give me that Hulk fist bump, but be careful. We got the adamantium claws coming at you. Hulk fist bump, ValleyFlyin out. Have a great rest of your day, guys, and have a great Halloween. Stay safe this weekend. ValleyFlyin out.